Whoa, what's this? It's Dad's Bet Baseball. It's an afternoon show. It's a Friday. What are we doing here? That's right. It's actually just something that I had to help rework the schedule. So I appreciate Berg and our lovely producer Spencer being able to support. But it is Dad's Bet Baseball here with you on this beautiful Friday afternoon here in September. I am CJ, or AKA Slippin' Jimmy, here on Dad's Bet Baseball. Berg, I know this is why we don't normally do shows in the afternoon, at least anymore, because I think Berg is still on a work call, so he's going to be joining here in just a second. But we got a great show here for you in the next half hour or so. We're going to walk through a couple of bets here that we're going to make through Hall of Fame Bets, our presenting sponsor of Dad's Bet Baseball. If you guys want to be able to get hooked up with Hall of Fame Bets, make sure to use the code DADS. That's going to get you a week free of Hall of Fame Bets, as well as half off of your first month. We use it all the time. They are, again, a presenting sponsor of this show, and especially with football season now officially kicked off. I will say you can't use Hall of Fame Bets to go and find, will X player spit on the opposing quarterback? Unfortunately, they have not integrated those markets yet. So a little bit behind there in terms of what we could have, been able to research last night for a good Jalen Carter bet. But otherwise, great app, and we'll get into that here in a little bit. We're going to also talk a little bit about a brewing race in the AL West with the Rangers and the Mariners. This Rangers team, we just can't effing quit on. We're going to also bring them back. I think this is going to be like the fourth time we've resurrected the Rangers from the dead this season on Dad's Bet Baseball. But we've got some Rangers talk, and then Adam has some home run stuff that we're going to go through in a little bit. So what we're going to, I think, do now while we're still kind of waiting for Berg to get off of whatever call he is on is I do want to kind of just run through the slate today and see if there's anything good we can be able to find here through Hall of Fame Bets. See if we can find a good bet that we're looking just for this Friday slate. Also, by the way, programming note, FYI guys, this is how the show will be formatted for the next couple of months in terms of we're going to be doing our Dad's Bet Baseball and football on Mondays, and then on Wednesdays we will have more of a baseball-centric show. So if you're dialing in, you are listening to the baseball focus one. And there's my co-host. Welcome.
I was, I was on so I had a work call, but then I had another call, like a call that called in the middle of that was about my vasectomy. So back to the dad modes. We are full dad mode. Or to be non-dad mode.
Is that your dad mode
I should really say we're in full not going to be dad modes, anymore.
Well, you're in full not going to be we're not going to be extended more. You're not extending your dad.
Exactly. Mode. Not extended.
Like you're still dad mode.
It is done. What are you working on? What are you doing?
I literally just pulled this up. I didn't know if you had anything.
I do. I want to tell people how to find Don.
Oh, let's do it.
Cool.
Let's do it. All right.
Let me, producer Spencer. Oh, did you do the whole ad read? Did you tell people what?
We did.
Right.
We're covered. You get to come into the fun
You were so prepared. You were so prepared for me to be like hitting you over your Falcons bet, and it was like, no, I'm genuinely serious. But you're just like, you already had your dukes up. You're like, what the hell? I'm like, no, I genuinely want. You're like, can you please not just attack my bet? I'm like, no, it's serious. Like,
context, by the way. I texted Adam. What you texted me first? You said I had this like parlay that had the Falcons in it, and I said,
"Well, I used the ghost." So I used the ghost leg parlay, which basically is if exactly one of these fails, you still hit. And I did it to parlay the money lines of the Lions, the Seahawks, and the Falcons. And you said that you had bet Falcons +2, so you liked it. And then I said, why did you bet +2? And you immediately were like, fuck you. And so, and then it was just a discussion.
This is just what happens. Like what I normally do with Berg anymore is like last season, I learned my lesson. I would just start sending Berg all my plays, and then he would go through and literally eviscerate me on like 80% of them. So now I just wait until I actually have a cash slip. Then I go and I say, oh yeah, I had this and this was sort of my angle, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, man, cool. I had the alt on that and I had a better price anyways. I'm like, oh, fuck me then. So anyways, but yeah, man. So we wanted to go through. Are we sure? You're sharing my screen, right? Yeah.
No, I got mine. We scared it on mine.
I'm also like, okay,
I'm also just for those that may or may not have joined. I don't know. There's somebody. I have a really great play that I like tonight. Maybe this person tunes into our show, and that's why they're like kind of coming at it on Baby's Bet. I'm either reading a Football Reference sheet incredibly wrong, or this guy's wrong. But I took under longest field goal tonight at 50.5 because Cameron Dicker in no outdoor games did he have an attempt of 50 or more. And this guy said, no, you're wrong. And I'm looking at it and I wrote, I'm absolutely not trying to fight here. The proof is I literally attached a Football Reference sheet and I organized it. And then I said, look, man, the only times that he attempted a field goal of 50 or more are on the road, are at Arizona, so under a roof, at Atlanta, under a roof, at Las Vegas, under a roof, and that's it. And he wrote back, who's NWE? And I was like, that's New England. I think this guy might be wrong. I think this guy might absolutely be wrong. Anyway, all right, back to this. So let me show you what I want to do here.
From Cameron Dicker back to the diamond, folks.
To the Dickers, from Dickers to Dongs.
From Dickers to Dongs.
All right. Okay. So I have a filter. I have a lot of filters. Shreeds asked me the other day, he's like, can CJ see your filters? And I said, no. And we fight about it because I can't see anybody's activity.
I can see, well, I technically can see your filters. It's just I have to go into the actual Handigraphs database and I can find you. I know who Dong Men is.
If I wanted to say who's our most active user, you couldn't tell me that.
I could tell you that.
Oh, I thought you couldn't.
No, I can definitely tell you that.
Oh, well,
yeah,
we should.
I have to do some work to get it. That's also part of it.
Next business meeting, we should talk about that. All right. Anyway, all right. So I use Ball Go Boom. This is what you use before you get to Hall of Fame bets. So, to find guys that are going to hit, Hall of Fame bets is really good at telling you some of their power percentages and some of their matchups and a lot of the stuff that we don't have. But one of the things that we'll like to do for the baseball end is I will sort by barrels, and I will see who has. First of all, I'm looking immediately for who has barreled. This is a filter that is people who've barreled and they're doing a lot of power metric stuff. But I want a guy who is red across except blue here, blue being 0 for home runs and fly ball. Who's standing out right now? Heriberto Hernandez has been standing out for a week. I've been waiting for this guy to hit a home run for 2 weeks. But it's against Christopher Sanchez. So I don't know if I want to, and I don't know if I want to fade our boy Chrissy. He needs one more win for us to cash a 1.5 unit bet on 12 wins. Let's see if there's nothing in here.
Which I thought was an absolute lock.
He's had the lead. They blew the lead in 3 of those games.
I know.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. Trevor said that Isaac Collins was a lock for Rookie of the Year, and now he's a plus 400. And Cade Horton is the lead, which proves that rookie markets are reactive, not predictive. Anyway. Brian Reynolds, you look like a candidate. No, you're not. I'm sorry. Lars Newbar, you're not a candidate because your ISO is too low. But what do I got here? Brooks Baldwin. Don't want a guy who bats 9th. Yohan Moncada. That could be fun. He kind of stinks. Going against a rookie. Let's see. Oh, but what do I see here? Brandon Nimmo. Well, first of all, we're gonna
what did Trump do in office?
I gotta look. Let me look.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now. Trump. Let's see. Trump updates. Bad jobs report. So actually, we're going to want to fade Nimmo today. But it's one of the greatest caps in baseball. Neither here nor there. So put that one aside. So Nimmo. But what I'm looking for though is I'm looking for a guy here that has solid metric controls. Corbin Carroll is probably a good one. I don't like the pitching matchup.
I was like, Carroll seems to me.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Wasn't it? Oh no, you know what it was? It was what's his name? It was the rookie. Oh, this isn't bad. So maybe we do this. Okay, so
it's Peyton Toll tonight.
It's Peyton Toll, so that's not bad. Okay, cool.
I like that one.
Yeah, all right. So we don't have any metrics yet on him because he's too new in the system. But let's do Corbin Carroll. So Corbin Carroll has everything that we want to see in this going across the board. Tons of barrels, tons of stuff like this. I'm now going to go to We're absolutely fading Nimmo, by the way, because of the jobs report. I'm on leaders, and I'm gonna go to batters, and I'm actually gonna just do this. I'm just gonna look up. I wanted to look up Brandon Nimmo, Corbin Carroll, and I'm gonna go to him right now. And I'm going to look for his home runs. And he hit one a couple days ago, so he's ripe to do one again. That's a great freaking price. $550 for Corbin Carroll to hit home run.
Oh my god, yeah,
that's a fantastic.
That almost seems like a fishy line to me a little bit. His
really
all season has been.
Look how much different it is than FanDuel's. I've hit way more on DK this year than FanDuel, by the way.
Can I say something, by the way?
Yeah.
Maybe this is props to FanDuel. I think FanDuel has gotten like way sharper.
I totally agree.
Lines. Yeah, I feel like at the beginning.
I don't even use them anymore. I use them for WNBA.
Yeah, same. I was like, and college football. College football, I always can get.
Well, because I'm betting a lot of FCS because of rhythm.
Yeah, we'll say.
Yeah. So anyway, dude, plus 550 for I don't care. We had Colby on the show. We were talking about fishy line. There are no fishy lines.
Fair.
I don't know how Tole did against lefties, but he's a rookie making his first rookie start on the road. I think it's a fantastic situation for a guy who we saw from hitting metrics is doing really well. And we know he's going to go a little bit of distance because he's got some juice, like your Mets who are constantly doing that. So let's go. Oh my God, this guy's just right in our sweet spot. We're definitely doing this.
Those are 2+ total bases too.
Yeah.
What is going on?
The 2 total bases. How much is 3?
What is wait, real quick. Well, before you go into all of this, what is
this is great. I love this.
I'm sorry. Lefties? Did we look at the lefty split?
Tole's a lefty. That's right. So hold on.
No. That's what I wanted to go double check because he's the lefty.
He's usually been great.
I don't care about Tole, but
he's been fine. He's perfect. He's been good. He struck out a little bit more.
He's been good. He's
like, I'm showing this tab. His ISO, his slugging percentage is 571.
I mean, last 30 against lefties, he has a almost 16% barrel and 50.
Yeah, dude. He's absolutely sending one to Mars. It's very clear. He's very clearly sending one to Mars. I love the Hall of Fame Bets thing here. If you are, by the way, again, if you were just tuning in, we're using Hall of Fame Bets to find a dong, because it's our baseball show today. So I'm going to do that plus 550 for his home run. That's crazy. Are there any odds boosts on?
I also think it's hilarious. By the way, the last baseball show you and I did together, we had Colby on. We were pouring one out for the home run market, saying, "Well, this is
a great price. This is a great price. That's a great price. I'm not going to say no to that.
Plus
so now I'm going in right now and I'm betting this. I hope Shreeds is watching because he always makes me send him stuff, and I did. So anyway, so that's it. Like you guys can, I can flex and you guys can see my bank account, but that's not necessary. So let me see if, but yeah, we're gonna take Corbin Carroll total bases, and we're gonna take the plus 550 home run. That's what a bonkers price. And we're gonna do that because our friends at FanDuel, they give you the opposing pitching metrics if you want. This is all very skewed on Tole because he only had one start and he was lights out.
Yeah, you do have to definitely take that into consideration.
But I'm also not that worried about
looking at like a minimum turning pitch.
Right, I'm also not looking at a bullpen metrics in the interleague game. Like I don't expect Corbin Carroll to have seen these guys that many times, but we saw from both sides of the plate.
I was going to say, overall bullpen metrics, sure, but in terms of how
he's been great.
Performed against the bullpen, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think his overall metrics, he looks great. He's great. He's active. By the way, this Diamondbacks team quietly hot. But that, which is a great time, I think, to segue out of this segment. Again, Hall of Fame Bets, HOFapp.com. Use code DADS. Seriously, use it because it helps us out and keeps the pod alive. It allows us to feed Spencer. Poor Spencer. We feed him through our sponsorships. But really, it's a good segue from here into some teams that are not dead anymore. And I don't even know if I can run this segment. I'm going to let you run it as I bet Corbin Carroll live.
Well, I think this is just like, we're already like in the Halloween mode here on Dad's Bet Baseball because we are going back to the graveyard for home runs and we're going back to the graveyard for our beloved Texas Rangers. And so this is, if you listen to the show, like you and I have gone back and forth on the Rangers in I don't know how many episodes of this show, but
I have so much.
It
would make your eyes bleed. The amount I've gone back and forth. Yeah. It's like going back to an ex. It's so bad.
We've got the problem is this team is dumb and they're only a game and a half back of the wild card. And for all of those moves that Seattle made at the deadline, and to be fair, I'm not going to like criticize them a ton for some of the moves that they made. Like at least they tried. I would have made fun of them more if they didn't do anything. So like they went out and they did something that's not always what Seattle will do, but they're only a game and a half up in the wild card right now. And I'm just looking here at the
Sorry to interrupt you. There's a profit boost. There's also a profit boost on home runs on DK. I'm absolutely turning this into like a monster fucking play. Sorry to interrupt you, but this became like a mega nuke play for me. I'm just
I need to go into another room.
34% profit.
So back to
nice. Sorry, it moves it to 737. This is great.
Back to the Rangers here.
Right, keep going.
But so Rangers, if you look at their upcoming schedule, I will admit it's going to be a lot tougher for them, like in order for them to actually, even though it's a game and a half, for them to make this up. Because I'm looking here at their strength of schedule. They still have Mets, Brewers, and then they also have 6 against Houston. I have an angle there in a second that I want to bring up, but they've got 6 against Houston. Seattle has got 3 against the Dodgers, 3 against Houston, and 3 against Kansas City. They also have a series against the Rockies that they get to clean up on, and then the Braves, Angels, and Cardinals is what they've got left. So here is, I think, my question to you, and it's twofold. One is it worth making to make or miss the playoffs bet with either of these teams right now? And then the second piece of that is, if the answer to part A of this question is no, are we betting Texas to win the division? Because that's I think the other piece that you could look at.
Are we? No. Would I tell somebody who doesn't have liability on both these teams up to their eyeballs?
Okay. Listeners, yes.
Listeners.
Yeah. Not us. We have liability out the wazoo on the Rangers already.
What's the price on Seattle to miss?
I'm looking at this right now.
That's the choice. It's Seattle miss or Rangers to win the division.
I mean, so you're saying no Rangers to make. Let me go.
I wouldn't even bother. Right? What's how far back?
Yeah, I want to look at the difference here. And why can't I get the future? Okay, here we go. I got the futures. All right, let's look. So playoffs to make the playoffs. Okay, sorry. So Mariners to miss is 2-1. Kind of like that.
I love it.
The Rangers to make is plus 350.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I didn't think that you were going to get. I mean, let me go back and look at the standings.
Well, that's the bet. It's one of those two teams. So actually, just take Rangers to make.
Take Rangers to make because it's 3 and it's almost double the price.
I have Mariners to miss the playoffs parlayed with things. I have it as a parlay leg with like Yankees to win the East. I have like tons of stuff. By the way, big series for the Yankees this week.
Okay, so I'm like, why is that so different? So Kansas City and Tampa are both technically only a half game behind Texas right now, but Kansas City is plus 650 to make the playoffs, and Tampa is also plus 650.
Tampa's not making the playoffs.
No,
stop.
No.
Like Kansas City
does have a series against Seattle, but I don't think they're making the playoffs either. It's a fat number. That's my only.
In fact, I think Tampa's going to spoil. I think Tampa's going to is going to deliver the division to the Yankees because they're going to sweep Toronto. They're going to win 2 of 3 against Toronto to end the season. And the Yankees
they have 7 against Toronto.
Right. They're gonna fuck them up for the Yankees. I'm so sure the Yankees are winning this division, dude. We could cut this later and I'll be wrong, but like I am just in spite of Volpe, this team is got its act together. It looks like an October club. They're not even with Devin Williams.
Even though I'm with you on that division bet that we gave out a few weeks ago. I'm kind of indifferent because I'm still holding that Toronto to win the division.
I get it. It's
but on the flip side, I'm like, if the Yankees win the division and the Mariners miss the playoffs, you can't give Cal Raleigh MVP. You cannot.
There's absolutely no way. I don't think. I mean, the market is correct right now.
Well, what are you seeing?
It's minus 300. Judge is minus 300.
Oh, Judge is minus 300. Okay, that's crazy. A week ago, Judge was like minus 105.
Right.
So that has moved a lot in the last week. Let me look real quick to kind of wrap this up on division.
But yeah, I would say. I mean,
Rangers are 13-1. By the way, 13-1 for AL West. And let me just double check. They do, like I said, they have.
Do they have a series against Houston?
They do have a series against Houston. They only have 3, but they're 5 games back of Houston.
I don't hate that, man. That math works. I got to be honest.
If they get a sweep, if
they get a sweep, if they get a sweep, they're going to be between 4 and 2 games back. I like it. I love that.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. I would do both. I would do a quarter unit on them to win the division. I can't do that. I can't bet this team anymore. I can't do this.
Listeners, to be clear.
Listeners. We're not okay, so here's a better idea. Bet you wandered into this podcast. You suddenly are just saying, hey, I follow CJ and Adam on all these different things, and I care about their baseball opinions. I will follow them into the fire on the Rangers by taking them to make the playoffs. And then I'm going to, what is Rangers to win the pennant? Because if the Rangers get in as that 6, they're making a run.
Oh, I agree. They're 35-1 right now.
Oh, that's a bonkers price. Oh, that's the bet. Forget the division, dude. That's a bonkers price. That is a bonkers price. This team just has to get into the playoffs. I may have to double down on that. And I have them at 14-1. That's a great price. So because if they get in, they are making that run, dude. Like it's a rested DeGrom.
I wonder if we could split this. And so, all right, let's just hypothetically. Yeah. Let's say we have a unit for all of this. Okay.
Yes.
I don't hate, by the way, putting like half a unit on Seattle to miss, because I don't like 2-1 for them to miss. I don't think this team's gonna make it.
I don't think they are either.
So I wouldn't mind.
It's a matter of who takes that spot, because you're basically saying with that is that Kansas City would, right?
Well, no. They could. So here's sort of my math. Okay. You do, maybe we don't even go with the unit distribution, but I'm just saying so Seattle is 2-1 to miss. We know that Texas is plus 350 just to make. Kansas City is plus 650. We think Texas will make that spot, right? However, Seattle does still have a series against Kansas City, and we both feel pretty strong that the likelihood of Seattle missing the playoffs is definitely greater than 2-1. Yes. So my point is, look, put in the 2-1 because they still have that series against Kansas City as is, and that also would allow you to double up on the Texas piece, which then that's what you put the 35 in.
I honestly, I would bet a unit on them to miss the playoffs then, as I think about it. I would just do that because then you cover both bases. And then I would that's kind of
my point.
Yeah. And then I would just take an extra quarter unit and throw it on them to win the AL pennant.
Yeah. That's
so 1.25 unit investment.
Something like
I would do that.
Yeah. Because then at least okay, they get swept by Kansas City for whatever reason, and Texas lets us down like they have the entire season. Well, whatever, fine. You got them at a great price to miss anyways. But you also have that, you can parlay that scenario where they miss, and if it's the Rangers who get in, now you've got this lovely 35-1 ticket that's sitting there, and you already
Merrill Kelly in the playoffs is what you got. It's going to be Merrill Kelly and DeGrom in the playoffs. Oh my God.
And Evaldi.
Wait, is he gone for the season?
Last I checked, I didn't see if he was rolled out for the season. Is he?
I thought he was.
Go look. It says likely they didn't make a decision yet. So hold on.
So they're probably waiting to see.
It's a shoulder injury. Yeah. I knew he was like, he was hurt. I just didn't see them actually roll him out for the season. I just heard seemed like it's a potential outcome, but not what's going to happen. So I don't know. Either way, DeGrom and Kelly, you're fine. You can make a run with
that. Yeah,
thanks,
there's a little bit of an echo in his laundry room.
This is what happens when you record from a laundry room when you have 2 kids and no other place to be able to record with also high ceilings. So.
Yeah. No, that's the bet. I gotta be like, that's I'm brought back into this Rangers team every day. It's also just like, who the hell is Sam Haggerty? Like, who are these guys? I think actually he's hurt. There was a guy on that team who was let me look at the guy on some of these rosters. Some of these guys are just bums. Rangers lineup today. I don't even know why I did that. I don't even know why I Googled it. I could just look it up on Handigraphs. Let's see who is in this Rangers lineup. I'm gonna name some guys. I'm gonna name guys, and you tell me if they are Texas Rangers or male porn stars. Okay. All right.
Oh, I love this game.
This is good. Okay. So, all right. First one. Rowdy Tellez.
Texas Ranger. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Evan Stone.
Porn star.
Yep. All right. Peter North.
Oh, that's 100% a porn star.
Okay. You got that one right. Josh Young.
See, now I don't know if I want to keep playing this game because I feel like I actually do know all the answers here.
Okay. Josh Young is a Texas Ranger. The next one I was going to go with was going to be Zach Wild. That's a porn star. But we have Wyatt Langford, who could also be a porn star.
That was actually the one. That was the one name that I would have been like, I actually am not
totally
sure if that's a Ranger.
Not totally sure if this is a porn star or that's the clip. Is this a Texas Ranger or a male porn star? Adult film star, I guess is what they like to be called. Yeah, this lineup's hitting, by the way. So buy your Rangers. They're also they're not.
Is it Dirk Diggler? Is he on the bench in Texas?
Dirk Diggler. Cody Freeman, by the way, is who I was looking for. I'm like, who is this guy? Michael Hellman. They got a guy named after the mayonnaise on this team. This team is ridiculous. I can't believe Rowdy Tellez is batting 5th in the 2025.
Talk about somebody that should be. Talk about somebody that should be doing ads for mayonnaise. Rowdy Tellez. That would be a perfect guy to have on.
He's Jewish. He's.
And they have freaking Will Levis doing commercials.
Two Jewish guys on this team.
Exactly the guy.
Him and Jock Peterson are both Jewish in this lineup. Anyway, all right, good. Bet the Rangers. So we told everybody.
Put more liability on them. And guess what? I am fully ready to come back here next week and go, this stupid Rangers team, we put on more liability on them, and they just lost 5.
We're gonna have a victory lap weekend. As I'm looking at, we crushed player futures, team futures. There's just a couple things that hang in the balance right now because we have because with this Reds to make the playoffs, which is it is dead. Never mind. Reds over 78 wins is going to get there. Rangers over 85.5 wins.
Yes,
might get. It's not going to get there. They only have 70.
What are the Rangers got? They got to be 10. They got to be 10 games over to get.
They got to be like
over 80. Yeah. What isn't it? 86. It'd be 86 and 76. So they've got to be 7 games or 7 games over. It's not dead, but it's on life support.
Yeah, that one. And then
they got to go
Royals.
14, they got to go 14.
What's the how many wins do the Royals have?
Royals have 71 wins.
Okay, so the Royals we have an 82 over 82.5 wins.
So they got to get 12. So they have to go 12 and 9.
500.
That's definitely doable. Yeah.
We have Royals to get a first round bye. That's dead. I mean, these are 2.5 unit plays. They're pretty large swings.
Anyway. Who would the Rangers, by the way, real quick, and we can wrap on this, but Rangers, they get the 6. They would be playing. Oh, they're going to play Houston in that wild card round. Oh yeah, I like this 35-1 even more now.
Yeah,
because they would they'd have to go through Houston, and then they get the winner of the AL East, which
is going to be a dogfight.
Their matchup against Toronto. If it's Toronto and probably against.
Oh, it's great. This team is built to. It's also Bochy. Bochy knows what he's doing. It's a Bochy thing.
I mean, I had texts from like maybe 10 days ago saying how this team is so poorly managed, but yes, it's also Bochy.
Was that me who sent that?
I think I said that. I thought I said this team is like very poorly managed, but I gotta go search your chats
at what Shota's record is this year. Shota needs 2 more wins for us to cash his win total thing. By the way,
yeah, that's definitely live.
His whip is still 0.93. This is sorry for everybody having to watch.
Is he eligible? Is he eligible for whip?
So I'm so annoyed right now, and everybody who's listening to this is just like, I didn't come into this show to hear CJ and Berg talk about their future. Well, first of all, in 3 weeks, we're going to do a futures wrap-up show, and you will listen because we made money. And 2, this is just first of all, I didn't realize he was 15-3 last year. That's incredible. I don't know how.
Shota?
Yeah.
He started off like 6 or 7-0 until that Brewers start. And then
then
he got messed up.
He has in 21 games, he has a whip of 0.93. And that's with starting the season with like 8 walks in that first game.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I really hope he's eligible. If he's eligible,
I'm gonna have to go look at I'm trying to think.
He's got to be at least third. No further than third. Oh, under 1? There's like 3 guys in the league.
Which book was that? Was it Caesars?
It was Caesars. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go look up the house rules for that because there has to be some minimum of. Is the question for me? It's gonna be like, is it minimum innings pitched or is it?
It's qualified players for the league.
But what does that count? What does that count though?
I don't know. But their thing, like, I mean, it's live. Like the biggest thing that we got screwed on was Spencer Arrighetti. Because he's hurt and he came back and he never was going to hit his things. We should void on Jared Jones.
We will void, and we're going to void on McClanahan.
Yeah, I had somebody Canadian take that for me, so he just owes me another thing. Anyway, all right, what's our next segment? What a Friday! This is when we do Friday shows.
I mean, that's really it. I mean, this was supposed to be a little bit of a shorter show, so unless there's something else that's top of mind.
No, I'm just figuring out. I mean, I love it. For some reason, I'm in love with this Corbin Carroll bet that we found, thanks to HOF Bets. That's not even an ad. It's just truth. This Red Sox team only has 8 more wins than them.
I'm trying to find out, by the way, how many. Okay, so I'm seeing it's at least 48 innings pitched for qualified. Shoto should absolutely have that. That doesn't sound right to me though. That seems.
Wait, how many innings pitched?
I'm just looking here, and I could have sworn I just saw something that said 48.
Let me look. Qualify. Let's see.
This, by the way, for listeners, like, no joke, this is actually an important thing to remember.
This is a very important thing for us to know.
This will impact any bets that you are looking to get graded this season, and B, when you're placing futures for next year, to keep in mind.
Oh, here it is. The rate stats quality. He needs pitcher must have pitched 1 inning per scheduled league game. So 162.
162. And that's on the flip side. That seems high, but he's not going to get there. He's going to be close, but he's not going to get there. He's at 123. He's got at least 3 more starts. So he'll get over 140, but they're saying it's got to be 162.
Yeah. He's got 3 more starts. He's 9-6. We need him to go 2 and we need 2 wins. 2 big wins. Who's he going against? This is next start. This is all very important.
You're right, by the way, and qualified, because I just looked on Fangraphs for 2024 qualified, and Flaherty had exactly 162, and he's the lowest one. on that list. So
he stinks. He's also
162 innings, guys. That is what the minimum criteria is for pitching.
What's Shota's next start? That's what I want to know.
I'm not sure. Batters, by the way, it's 500 plate appearances.
Yeah, batters is 500 because it's one per. It's basically part of the innings. Cubs probables. Are they going to tell us this? All right, Boyd, Saad. Everyone gets to watch us play on our computers for this episode. It's great. So he's gonna have the Braves. All right, I don't know what to do with this. All right, we're going to dad moves.
He's got the Braves and the Rays. Yeah. Let's go to dad moves.
Here's a dad move that just kind of crushed it yesterday, and it was me planning out figuring out a new playground. New playgrounds are for your wife will love you if you say I got a new playground and it involves dinner that you don't have to make. That's what I did yesterday. It was awesome.
Wait. A new playground and how does those two correlate?
Because I said that we pick up the kids, we take them to a new playground, and then take them out to dinner. You don't have to cook anything.
Oh, okay.
It was money. It was great. It was a good idea. I highly recommend it.
Win on that aspect right there. You need that too coming into week 1 of NFL. You got to do something nice for your wife like that. I got my wife flowers actually today to mentally prepare. I didn't do anything wrong. It's more I'm being proactive, not reactive, because I've got a whole Sunday of football.
Do you get to watch football? So. I don't get to. Well, she's away. She's away this weekend, and I just have the kids solo. So the
whole football will be on.
Well, my gate team was yesterday, so.
What do you mean?
I mean, I have all my bets in. Well, I'm not going to. I mean, I probably won't get to watch. The kids aren't going to want to watch. Nora thought she wanted to watch the Eagles, and she lied.
I thought you said Nora was so excited for the Eagles game.
Yeah. And then she discovered it. She's like, "This is football. Like, this is football. I don't know if I want this." And she's already coloring.
You mean she was like, I don't want to see other players spit on other.
Basically,
players,
pretty much. What a dumb move. I don't care that Dak did it for it was dumb move. Just dumb move.
How many games do you think he gets? They didn't announce that yet.
My wife said the same thing. I don't see why he would get games.
I think he should get games for that. You can't go and spit on other players on the field and not have.
He lost DPOY with that out of the gate, and he was 14-1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, why do you have to play? Do you have to play every game for?
No, it's just who's going to vote for him.
Oh, yeah, yes. That I definitely agree with. I mean, second team All-Pro last season. He was definitely a guy for.
He's great. He's one of the best defensive tackles in the league.
No, he's awesome. Hey, look.
He's also raced a dude in a car, and then they flipped off.
Character from being awesome. So he's awesome. Agree. Seems maybe not like a great guy, but that move for me is when you are forced to travel for work. I don't think I used this one before. Make sure you order food for your wife and your kids. You just do a DoorDash, whatever. You're already, even though it's not your fault that you have to travel for work, occasionally the spouse may think it is. So it's good to try and just get some food ordered, make their lives easier, and do something nice if you're away for work. I don't know what your corporate policy is, but if you can expense it, even better. So do that, and may not even cost you anything, and you'll win some points there with your wife. So that's my dad move for the week, because I was in Denver earlier this week. That's why we had to have a little bit of a weirder recording schedule. So,
but we'll be back on Monday.
We will be.
Monday we'll do baseball, and Wednesday we do. When we go back to the regular.
Oh, okay. I might have misspoke, because I said at the beginning of the show that we were doing baseball on Wednesdays and football on Monday.
The reason why we got to do football on Wednesdays is because we get prop lines then.
Yeah. No, you're right. So, all right. I don't know if you can cut that, Spencer, but I had that at the beginning of the show. If you've been listening, football on Wednesdays, baseball on Mondays. So we'll be back to talk some baseball. Though there'll probably be a little football sprinkled in, I'm sure, on Monday too.
Anyway, that being said, for Spencer, our producer, Spencer at Spencer _Ray. Again, a reminder: Handigraphs if you want a lot of data. Hall of Fame bets if you want to be able to win a whole bunch of bets, because frankly, you get them for every single sport. It is awesome. Use code DADS. We clearly use it. It's not like one of those things where it's like, these guys are hawking a product they don't use. Anyway, CJ is at Dads That Bet. The Mets have juice, by the way. We should talk about that next week. I tagged you in that tweet. I kind of like that. That's a topic for the things we use. Mets got juice, that is the young gun Mets. All of them have mustaches.
The McLean, the Tong call-ups, that, and the fact that Vientos came back to life. And also, by the way, last quick note on that, I was shocked to see that Senga accepted assignment back to AAA. Like, that was
because he's going to come back. They need to do it to Minaya.
No. I believe. Well, I think so. The rumor is they tried to ask him, and I don't know if it was I don't know if it was reciprocated well, but Senga at least agreed to it today. So if they push for it on Minaya, they might get it now because Senga agreed to do it, and they just called back Alvarez. But yeah, man, they've got a little bit of juice, but this is what happens with them. They have a good series. They had a good series against the Phillies, then they crap the bed. Now they had a good series against Detroit. We'll see what happens this weekend in their series. But I mean, they have a chance to kind of close the door officially on that 6th seed, which we also bet on the show. Just call that out. Not that we haven't promoted a lot of other bets that we
winners. All right, CJ, what's the final word?
Peter North.
There you go. You're like never ready.